Hi, students of IS 224 Systems Analysis Design, and we're now on the third and fourth week of finals, and we'll be discussing the fifth module, which is the system design. But this is the second module in finals, but in the full book series of IS 224 Systems Analysis Design. This is the fifth module. So let's discuss system design. System design is the third uh, phase in the system's development life cycle. It is the phase that bridges the gap between problem domain and the existing system in a manageable way. This phase focuses on the solution domain or how to implement. It is a phase where the SRS document is converted into a format that can be implemented and decides how the system will operate. In this phase, the complex activity of system development is divided into several smaller sub-activities which coordinate with each other to achieve the main objective of system development. So here's a graphical image with the components or the three of the system designs. First is from the lower bottom, the boundary condition. Second, software control implementation. Then global resource handling, data management, hardware allocation, identification of concurrency, system decomposition, and identify design goals. Moving on to the inputs to system design. System design takes the following inputs: statement of work, requirement determination plan, current situation analysis, and proposed system requirements including a conceptual data model, modified DFDs, and metadata, data about data. Then moving on for the outputs for system design. System designs gives the following outputs: infrastructure and organization changes for the purpose system first. Second, a data schema, often relational schema. Third, metadata to define the tables or files and columns or data items. Fourth, a function hierarchy diagram or web page map that graphically describes the program structure. Then actual or code for each module in the program, and lastly, a prototype for the proposed system. Next, moving on to the types of system design, we have the logical design. Pertains to an abstract representation of the data flow, inputs and outputs of the system. It describes the inputs or sources, outputs, destination, databases, data stores, procedures, data flows, all in format that meets the user requirements while preparing the logical design of a system. The system analysis specifies the user needs at the level of detail that virtually determines the information flow into and out of the system and the required data sources. Data flow diagram or ER diagram modeling are used as we discussed in the database management systems. We have this also called ER diagram. Second is the physical design. Physical design relates to the actual input and output processes of the system. It focuses on how data is entered in the system, verified, processed, and displayed as output. It produces the working system by defining the design, the specification that specifies exactly what the data candidate system does. It is concerned with the user interface or the UI design, process design, and data design. It consists of the following steps: specifying the input or output media, designing a database and specifying backup procedures, planning system implementation, devising a test and implementation plan, and specifying any new hardware and software. Then, updating costs, benefits, conversion dates, and system constraints. Then, for the next day, we'll be discussing the continuation of types of system design. And so prepare for the short quiz from here, starting from here until here. So that's all, guys, and see you on Wednesday for the continuation of this and the long quiz of this part in the module. That's all, and see you.